Today is 9/13, 2 days after September 11th. And it was good that we were all together on September 11th with a common mission of honoring and remembering those who lost their lives on September 11th to such a terrible tragedy. But this is what I know. And maybe I should really start out by introducing myself. I am Louise Malbon-Reddix, and I have put up a series of videos out here for widows and widowers and those who have lost loved ones and loss of any kind, really, because all of it takes us all through the grief process. And so it is after September 11th. You know, it's a national thing. It's a group thing. And that's good because that means we have company during that time. But at the end of the day, all of these tragedies, they become personal tragedies. And each and every one of us has to go home and deal individually and by ourselves with the consequences of all of those tragedies, the loss that we feel, and somehow find our way through and somehow make it through whole. September 13th has another memory associated with it for me. This would have been the 5th anniversary of my wedding, or white wedding, because I was already married by then to Mr. Richard Reddix, Sr., who left this life much too soon. So for me again, and as I said just a little bit ago, it's you have to go home after you lose something or someone and get through it by yourself. And for me, now that it's been so much time, you know, people say, well, maybe you're depressed. No, I am really just not, wishing with everything in me that didn't happen. Because he was such a nice man, a precious man, okay? But that's okay. And no, I'm not depressed. And some of you are not depressed either. You may be oppressed, but you're not depressed. And some people are taking pills and wondering why this isn't working. And some people are doing even worse. They've complicated their recovery process with taking substances and wondering why they aren't working. What I would like for you to know is that, we love on so many levels, and I don't think people recognize that. We love through, I guess. Love comes in many different ways, and people try to pick your life apart and our lives apart and say, well, I don't see what you see in that person. Well, maybe I like the way he smells. Who knows, when he puts on that cologne, or maybe I just like the way he calls my name. We hear things, we feel things, we smell things. We love in so many different ways, and that's what makes love special. And that's why there's just that special person out there just for you. But once you lose them, then you have to go through all of that. And then they don't seem to recognize that we are people who, we look like one complete person if you look at us from the outside, but we are mental people. We think. We are physical people. Yes, we like that touch. That there's something about that touch from a lot of people, okay? We're also spiritual people, and we're emotional people. And yes, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Those medications, or if you're self-medicating, it's not working because you haven't found where your wound was, or you haven't found what that is that your soul and your mind, or whatever it is you need in order to become whole and move forward. So on this anniversary, which would have been an anniversary of my marriage to Mr. Reddix, and as I am in that category of widows, and those of you who lost someone, a brother or sister, because I've lost quite a few of them too. Listen, let's take some time and talk about it. Let's take some time and look through it. Let's take some time to actually get through it and not just walk through life numb, you know, doing things that we shouldn't be doing. Okay, that's the only way I can say it at this particular point in time, because I'm sure you've discovered already that I'm driving, so I'm trying to keep my mind on that, as well as to let you all know that I haven't gone far away. I am here for you. You can reach me on many levels. Prayer, yes, I can sense things. You can call me. I've always put my number out here. People keep telling me I shouldn't do it, but I do. 301-728-1720. You can reach me on Facebook, Louise Malbon-Reddix. You can reach me on Twitter at Louise Reddix. You can buy my book, which I would appreciate. Stand in your anointment, this too shall pass. And that's the whole point behind getting all this information out there to you. We need to be whole. We need to find a way to be whole, and get ourselves together, and to keep going, to be productive, I guess is a way to say it. To, you know, other people are counting on us, our children, our jobs, you know, friends, family. You just would have no idea who's looking up to you and respect and awe, and who's watching, and whose life you might be saving by just being who you are. And persons do that. We know that. People watch you as you go through different things in your life. And I pray that I have helped someone to walk through this. Oh yes, I've had some really down times, and I haven't looked that good, and I apologize to you for that. But I do believe that most of you understood that this was a hard thing for me. But I'm getting better. I thank God for that. I thank God for the people who came and helped me. And again, I want to be there for you. And I have, as I've said before, many tools in my toolbox that I use to help get persons back in their life. Get back into life. As I'm stealing from some commercial, you know, to help persons to get back into their lives, okay? So don't be afraid to call me up. Understand that this is one soul who understands what it's like to go through some bad times in your life, some awful times. So give me a call. Buy that book, Stand in Your Anointment, This Too Shall Pass. And that's what I want you to really get out of this. You're going to get through. You're going to be all right. I just want you to know that someone does care for you. And it's on you now. Call me up, contact me. I'm here for you. All right. And I'm hoping that as you are at home now, celebrating and honoring those who lost their lives, that you found some place in your heart that you can feel good, something that you can feel good about. We are, as the president says, I'm going to steal from him, we are still the United States of America, and other lands as well. And we might have been wounded, but we're going to recover. We're going to be okay. I'm going to stop it right here, and I hope to see you soon, one way or another, in person, on the web, and all those media forms, or email. You can get that if you go to my website, Victory Road Wellness Center. Type it in, all one word, and you can email me from there. I'm going to put my eyes on this road now, and I'm going to say goodbye for now, and talk to you at some other point in time. Bye-bye.